Hello everyone! I'm so happy that you're here today. We are gonna do a pick a card reading about what your person loves about you. And this reading is not only for those of you who are in a relationship already. If you're not, that's totally fine, and you can still watch the video because it's also a prediction for what the person, your soulmate, is gonna love about you once they get to know you. And I hope that it gets easier for you to love yourself as well after you heard all these positive and great things about yourself. And if you've never done a pick a card reading before, you can now choose a pile. We have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can also choose by the crystals that I put on the cards. This one is number 1. Number 2. 3. 4. And 5. After choosing the pile you feel the most drawn towards, you can go into the description box or the comments where I will leave the timestamps and skip to your reading. You can now pause the video if you like, take all the time that you need to choose. If you want to, you can even do a little meditation over the piles. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the question, what do they love about me? And then if you open your eyes, maybe you have a better feeling for which of these piles you feel the most drawn towards. And I will now head into the readings and I'll see you there. Hello pile number 1, this is your reading about what your person loves about you. So lean back and let me gush about you for some time. We start with, what do you need to release? And star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Okay, so right away there's this feeling of something very deep about you, something ancient, of course, like an old soul here with the star ancestors, but also an essential and serene beauty, like we see with the snowy winter night here. I get the feeling that they see something universally beautiful in you and about you, and they admire that you move through life with a certain special kind of ease that maybe they themselves don't have, and they perceive you as resting in yourself and as someone who is able to let go of emotional baggage easier than others. And some of you who pick this pile also cultivate this serenity as well. Maybe you do yoga or you meditate, and if that's something you do, then they admire that as well. To pick up on the feeling of being an old soul again, this person also sees you as someone with very deep-rooted instinctive knowledge. Like, you for some reason always know the right answer. You just understand how the world works and it all comes from within you. So they also love your wisdom and your intuition, and that they can come to you with every question and you will have an answer that just makes sense. For the tarot cards, we have the Four of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it could be that you are an air sign, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or maybe this person is one of those signs, but it doesn't rule you out if you aren't one of those signs. It's still just a general reading, but we have like the 2 sword cards here, so that air energy is kind of prevailing. And yeah, the 4 of swords, meditation coming up again for you. So I really think some of you who picked this pile are already somewhat spiritual, but regardless of that, they love your mindset, that you in general can stay very calm and that you are very relaxed. Again, I really get the feeling that they very much love your soul. There is really no other way to say it, because I wanted to say like brain or thoughts, but that's not quite it. It really is your soul, your being, your nature, your essence, how you are naturally, so serene and thoughtful. And even if you maybe don't see that in yourself, these are aspects they see and love about you. Yeah. Then the Hanged Man is a bit of an extension for the Waning Moon card, and you are someone who really adds something to their life, something they might not know from themselves. You have a different and unique point of view, a perspective that not many people can offer, and they appreciate that they can come to you and you will help them to see things in a different light. And this also ties in with you being able to let go of external circumstances easier than others, because you really have that security within yourself. You are your own support system. Like, do you see? He's the one holding the rope here. He's holding himself up. And they see that in you and really look up to you for that. Sorry. With the 9 of Swords in reverse, you turn the frown upside down, you know. They love that you can draw something positive even out of the darkest of situations. And with the perspective you have, like we mentioned here, it's possible for you that you restore the things that lose balance rather quickly. And you don't let your emotions get the best of you, even if times get tough. They really admire your attitude towards life in general, because you are so positive in a world that's basically built on like a negativity bias. And being with you lifts them up as well. They don't need to be scared that you will give them unnecessary drama or anything, because you don't really concentrate on those negative aspects. And so it always feels very healthy to be around you. Next up is the Serpent and Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner mind. They do find you physically attractive as well, so that's not something you need to worry about. And again, even with the card in the beginning here, I keep hearing like primal or something like that. So there's this very primal energy. Their attraction to you is so profound and really something elemental. I'm so surprised, because the majority of these cards can be interpreted as leaving something behind. And that has me thinking that you probably went through some challenging times in your life and then became brand new, like a snake that leaves its old skin behind. And they love you for the person you have managed to become, like how you handle yourself even after that. And they also love when you are passionate about something. So when you get excited and talk about something you care about and like you really love, then they enjoy the look you get in your eyes, and it makes them happy to see you happy. Yeah. And in combination with the Porcupine Spirit, this also contains like your childlike mind, your childlike energy. They see you as someone who goes through the world with wide-eyed wonder, someone who gets really excited even about small things. And to them, you really are the embodiment of joy and curiosity. Like when you see something, you probably go, wow, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Like when you see something very nice, when you see, like, I don't know, a particularly pretty tree, or if you see an animal, if you see a dog on the street, you will probably be one of those people who like get really giddy about everything, even the smaller things. You are also someone who already has a lot of natural knowledge, like we discussed here in the Star Ancestors card. But you also learn new things all the time, and you want to learn new things. And you're continuously trying to better yourself, and they also love you on that kind of intellectual level. Then we have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. They love your courage, your ability to jump into things, and they see you as someone who is really able to take risks, because overall we had this feeling of ease surrounding you, so you are able to trust that the universe will catch you. Maybe you've made the experience that everything happens for a reason and for your best and for you, and so you go through life with that expectation. And when they see you like this, so faithful and full of trust in comparison to themselves, this person really gains a new approach as well. Yeah, I feel like your mindset is just something that inspires them a lot from what we've seen in this reading. And then for love, they are very grateful that you gave them a chance and that you let them love you. And some of you maybe had difficulties with opening up to others in romantic relationships before you met this person, or you've been avoiding commitment altogether in prior relationships or just in general. So yes, they are grateful to have you. They don't take you for granted, and they'll love that they can see you so carefree around them almost, because they know it's not easy for you necessarily, and it just makes them so happy to know that you trust them. To end this reading, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. There really is like a smooth progression going on, like in this reading, and every card is like picking up a point from an earlier card and then expanding on it and adding something new. So I think they know that this very positive state of yours, the mindset they love and appreciate so much, is not something that has always been there, but rather something that came at the price of going through rough patches in your life. But because of that, they find you even more amazing. Not only are they thankful that you open up to them about your hardships and your past, but also they admire how strong you had to be and still are in order to overcome these hardships. Like you see the people in the snow, in the cold, on crutches, and life's not easy for them at all, and they are so proud of you that you are able to turn that around into something better and still see the good things, even though you've also seen that kind of misery in life. What I want to say in the end is that this person really, to them, you are on the same level as like a sunset or sunrise or a rainbow, these things that everyone universally finds beautiful. You are in the same category for them. And I've had the honor today to see and feel how beautiful they truly find you inside and out. So, yeah, our wonderful pile number 1, this is it for your pick a card reading today. This was such a beautiful reading. You are so, so loved. Remember to love yourself in the same way you love other people. And if this reading in any way resonated with you, or if you were entertained by it, let me know in the comments below, or leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see other readings from me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading about what your person loves about you. So lean back and let me gush about you for like some time. Just enjoy. Okay, first up we have the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. So the first impulse I get is that they really love you for your independence, and they see you as someone who doesn't take any BS from anyone, you know. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to mind. And with the South Node, I get the feeling that they know about your past and they see how far you've come despite or even because of it. And they admire how you could overcome certain situations in your life that were not that simple. For some of you, this is also a person who you have known in previous life, or for like a very, very long time, because the South Node is also about karmic relationships. So for some of them at the beginning of your relationship, they can't really pinpoint why they love you so much exactly, but they know that they do. And that's because it's always been that way, or for a very long time it's been that way. Yeah, and I think that they don't want to seem too obsessed with you, because it's really more that they are so captivated by you, since that's what their soul knows, you know, that you're just so familiar and comfortable to them. Okay. They also love that you are courageous and that you do what you want as opposed to what others want from you. For example, when I get backlash from certain people about topics that are important to me, I tend to close in on myself and give up more easily, but this person sees you as someone who is the total opposite. If someone criticizes you or tries to argue you out of something, that's most likely not your priority, and you will still concentrate on what you want and on yourself and where you want to go. And they love you for not taking the conventional path, but paving your own way. And I also feel like maybe in your life you have been alone with that sentiment a lot, like be the leader you wish you had. Like you didn't have anyone who lifted you up or believed in you for some time in your life. So you just decided to do everything yourself. And I also feel like this person appreciates that, but they also want to be the one who can lift you up from now on. Okay, for the tarot cards, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Wands. You always keep your balance. And I'm not sure which aspect that refers to. This could be different things for many of you who pick this pile, but you know there are always two sides of the same coin, spiritual and physical, divine masculine, divine feminine, pro, contra, you know what I mean. So for some of these things or aspects, this person feels like you can always keep a healthy balance, and they admire that. They also love that you can adjust well to new surroundings because of that. And how you almost instinctively know what is missing in a situation in order to restore a comfortable balance for everyone. So to them, you feel like the missing piece that is needed to make something perfect, like a conversation going on in a group and you're not there, and then you come in or come into the room, then they feel like something's becoming whole because you really bring that harmony to every situation you are in. Okay, for the Six of Swords in reverse, it tells me that they admire you for taking risks and challenges, even if you are not 100% sure about the outcome. But I also get the strong feeling that some of you are a bit confused, or rather like out of it in general. You tend to procrastinate or to be late, or you don't really have a plan and structure. You just take things as they come and you jump into it, and you are still pretty relaxed about it, and they find that cute, so yeah, that's nice. And then the Three of Wands. I mentioned taking risks just now, and the Three of Wands also gives me the feeling that you are very adventurous. You have big dreams. Maybe you want to see the world. You want to do something new. And even though I said you don't really always have a plan when it comes to smaller things, I do think you have one for the bigger picture. And they see you pursuing this big goal, and they find it very inspiring and cool. And like, they feel like they can look up to you in that aspect, you know, like having a goal, working to get something. Yeah, I think it's really nice to have someone like that around them who lifts them up as well. Up next are the Giveaway and Spirit, Time to Collaborate. Okay, they really see you as a gift to the world, and they acknowledge how you serve those around you without wanting anything in return. They see how you are kind and gentle and truly generous in a way that doesn't invade your personal boundaries, but that's really just pure amicability from within. And you give these things to other people because you want to give them. You want to serve in a sense, and seeing you being grateful for those small things in life and treating even fleeting moments with respect and love, they also find themselves being grateful for you, because like kind of they adopt that positive outlook from you. Okay, they are also grateful that you are willing to work together with them in this relationship, how you put in effort so that both of you carry it, and it's not only one person who has all the weight on their shoulders. And I feel like in general you are someone who knows that you are creating the world around you together with other people. So some of you could be extroverts, others maybe just value community, but this person really likes how you bring people together. Like I briefly mentioned over here with the balance already. And it's really special to them that you give that same trust to them as well, that you let them collaborate with you. And there seems to be this almost funny discrepancy of chaos and discipline within you. Yeah, they also think that's kind of endearing. Next are play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious, and attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. We already said that you are someone who is paving their own way, and in addition to that, I would say that you are also someone who does unusual things just for the fun of it, and you really listen to your gut feeling and then do what feels right for you in the moment. So this playfulness and lust for life is something they gain from you as well. And it's one of the reasons why they are so attracted to you, actually. Like, they see you having fun and you make them laugh, and you teach them how to have fun and how to embrace their inner child. And they really love that they can just enjoy their time with you so much. Okay. And then remember what I said for the giveaway, that you are someone who has it easy or easier to appreciate even the small things. That's when you are the most beautiful to them. When they see how you get lost in the moment, when they see this fulfilled look in your eyes. And overall, in this reading, we have seen that they are so attracted to your carefree nature, to your laughter, to your happiness. And by that, I don't mean that they don't like you when you're sad. Just that the reason they fell in love with you in the first place is your playful, all over the place, animated nature. And they see you as beautiful because you can see the world as beautiful. Lastly, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So we are back with the disorganized energy. I don't know, I just think they find that so cute, and they love when you get distracted or when you stare off into the distance because you look so cute doing that. Like, maybe your eyes wide, and it's just something about your facial expressions, and or just how you furrow your brows when that happens. Yeah, there's really like this endeared feeling about it. Like, they just think you're so cute. Okay. Yeah, my lovely pal number 2, this is it for your pick a card reading today. You are so cute and so amazing and so loved. Remember to love yourself in the same way you love other people. And if this reading in any way resonated with you, or if you were entertained by it, let me know in the comments, or leave a like, subscribe if you want to see other readings from me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Hello, pal number 3. This is your reading about what your person loves about you. So lean back, enjoy, and let me gush about you. Let's get started with: you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon, and perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Okay. First of all, they see a lot of possibilities with you. They can imagine doing so many different things with you and make great experiences together. They feel like you are open for all their new ideas, and this potential is what draws them towards you first and foremost. And being around you also just feels right and healthy to them. You also probably always are on the brink of starting something new, or you just do the things and try out the things that come to mind that you want to do. And you have that belief, that strong belief that you're always on the right track, that you are doing the right thing, or maybe not the right thing, but that everything will turn out well if you just try everything out, and you really are able to focus on the things that you try. Like, even though you do a lot of things and like there's a lot of potential within you, you don't lose focus, and they really admire and appreciate that you can do so much, basically, that you're so, what's the word, productive. Yeah, they do like your productivity. Okay, and this is also something you're good at, taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture. you are not someone who just cares about their own benefit, and they appreciate how selfless and how selfless you are, and how you know that the things we do scaled down have an effect on the whole. And that's how you find common ground with other people too, because you don't necessarily prioritize your individual needs. I feel like this helps you to take worries away from you and from others as well. And this person also feels a lot calmer around you. Yeah, you just calm them down. And you know how to help them to calm down. You know exactly like what buttons to press for them to kind of unwind. Yeah. And for the tarot cards, we have the Six of Wands, the Moon, and the Carriage in reverse. Oh my god, do you see how many like moon things are going on here? I mean, obviously this is like the Moonology Oracle deck, so there is obviously gonna be a moon on the card, but even, I don't know, okay, this could be the Earth. But to me, at first glance, it looked like moon. And then we have the moon card here as well. So, yeah, let's have a look at that. First of all, with the Six of Wands, it makes me feel like that in some way you are popular or more successful than them even. Like, I don't mean that in like a bad power imbalance way, but maybe more of a situation where you are an extrovert and they are an introvert, or you are very popular at work or on campus because you are so good at what you do, while they like to be behind the scenes, in the shadows, or just by themselves. Or you have a very successful business and they support you in your endeavors. Yeah. And I think they are proud of that, and also proud that someone who is so different from them, or so loved by so many people, chose to give their trust to them, that you chose them. They are really surprised maybe, but also grateful for that. In general, they have a lot of respect for what you do and for you as a person as well. Okay, with the moon, I do think there is also a more introspect and private and thoughtful side about you. And I feel like they are probably very honored that they get to see that side of you, that the public or other people don't get to witness. Yeah, that's like the very strong feeling I have here with all the moon things going on. That they are like one of the very few persons, if not the only person, you show this other side or this darker side too. Because you know, from Earth we can only see the light side of the moon, and if it's dark we can't see it at all. And I feel like you let them see that back side, like the dark side that's not illuminated by the sun. And then this person also admires that you try to confront your dark sides, your fears and your anxieties, and that you actively try to dive into your subconscious to heal it. And they do see a lot of value in this side of you as well. They don't only love your public persona, but they love you privately too. And they also love your mind and your soul. Okay, next is the Carriage in reverse, which has Cancer as its astrological correspondence, and the moon is Pisces, which is also a water sign, so maybe you are Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Maybe they are, that's not necessary of course, but there's some water energy here, and you probably have some circumstances in your life when you lose control and when you break down, and this person loves you then as well. They love you even when you doubt yourself, even when you're down, or when you fail something you set your mind to, or when you try to wreak anger on someone else. They are so understanding of you, and they really love your weaknesses as well. Like, they don't see that and think about it as a flaw. They just see it as a part of you, which it is. And I think that's really great. Okay. Then we have the beauty way and cat spirit. Claim your independence. You have this quality where you try to see the beauty in everything, in the small moments, in everyday situations. And by appreciating beauty, you also add beauty to their life. I feel like this is very similar to pile 2, so maybe some of you were also drawn to that. Yeah, because you make life more beautiful. Remember how I talked about the perspective? This indulging in the bigger picture makes it easier for you to see the beauty, because when you know that everything is so fleeting and everything comes to an end eventually, it automatically becomes more precious. And they are really grateful that you add this perspective to their lives. The cat spirit tells me that there doesn't seem to be any kind of codependency between you guys, and they also appreciate that you are so independent and that you not necessarily need to be around each other 24/7. You can do that, of course, when you want to and if you want to, but it won't kill you to have your own hobbies, your own interests, and some things you do for yourself and not together. They also perceive you as someone who is quite self-aware and assured within yourself, and this self-worth and self-respect that they see in you is also something they really find attractive. Yeah. Here we have yes, just say yes, and finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so we already said that being around you feels right to them in the beginning, and this is what it feels like. Like they constantly hear the word yes when it comes to you and to all these things they want to experience with you. And I think you complete them perfectly here, because you are someone who says yes to their ideas and who approaches them openly and with affirmation. And they really appreciate that they can come to you with everything, and you will be so open for it. And you will not just say no right away. You will always think about it and will always have an open ear for them. For the finances, we already said that you might be a bit more successful than them. But even for those of you where that's not the case, this person does look up to your work ethic in general. They see you doing your best and working hard, and even if you sometimes feel like you're not doing well, they still know that you put so much effort in. And they are so inspired by that, because they can see that in the end, it usually gets you to a really good result and that you get rewarded for it. Okay, to come full circle, with the perspective card here, we have the Hanged Man. And yeah, that's our last card. So we can say that as a conclusion, the thing they love most about you is how your attitude towards the world makes you shine. How this beautiful mindset you have on the inside reflects on the outside as well. And how you are so content with your own truth. Like your beauty really comes from within. And yeah, I just think it's such a nice message. Okay, pile number 3. This is it for your pick a card reading today. You are such a great and important person and so loved. So remember to love yourself in the same way that you love other people. And if this reading in any way resonated with you, if you were entertained by it, let me know in the comments below, or leave a like, subscribe if you want to see other readings from me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye! Hello, pile number 4. This is your pick a card reading about what your person loves about you. So lean back, enjoy, and let me gush about you for a few minutes. Okay, we start off with adjustments are required, the third quarter moon, and called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Alright, the feeling I get right off the bat is that you are someone this person looks up to a lot, and that as a part of their love they also admire you a lot. So this card gives me the feeling of trust. Like you are someone who, even when your life gets out of balance or when you have to deal with difficulties or crisis, you can later use that for your own benefit. And even if you get hurt, you are still able to put that trust into things and into people again to make a new plan for the future. And this person really admires how you can pick yourself up even after hard times, because they witnessed that and they think it's just incredible. Okay, I also think you are talented in many different ways. You have a lot of gifts and this person sees them as well. They probably think of you as like the most talented person they know. That's probably something they would say about you if you pick this pile. Number 4. Like when they talk about you, I feel like that would be what comes up, what they mention to other people. And what they also think is really cool is that you follow your intuition with these things. Like when you feel called to do something, you are really open to try it out first and don't doubt everything right away. And this person likes this attitude, like that you can do everything and then still decide later if you don't want to do it anymore. That was not a good way to say it, but I hope you know what I mean. Like, try things out and then see later. There doesn't have to be this pressure on everything. Okay. For the tarot cards, we have the 2 of Swords. No, it's the 2 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. And the World. Okay, I don't know why I said it like that, but okay. I feel like when you are planning the future, you include this person and they are very grateful for that. You maybe have a lot of plans, you want to learn new things and see new things, and you usually ask them to be a part of that. And they really appreciate that you think about them. It makes them so happy every time you ask them, because maybe they're not used to that, or like just being a part of someone's life makes them, just really glad. So they really appreciate that you think about them. And you are also probably someone who can focus on one thing quite well. And if you decide to concentrate on a certain activity, you really work on that. And this is also something they like about you, your focus and your drive. With the 7 of Swords, I get the feeling that you are not the kind of person to divulge everything about you right away. There are still some things that you keep secret and that you reveal only when time passes. But they are not annoyed by this or mad at you. They actually like this mysterious vibe you give off, and they love that there's always more things to learn about you and that they have to work for it a bit, you know? Like it makes them feel good to know that they worked for and earned your trust, and they also let you take the time that you need. Okay. And then the World is really this completed card, if you know what I mean. It makes me feel like they really think of you as perfect, not because they put you on a pedestal and think you can do no wrong and you never make a mistake, but because even with your mistakes and your flaws, you are still perfect to them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they love even those flaws because they make you you. And they love you. So of course they also love you at your lows. And with you they feel fulfilled and satisfied, and that's the kind of sentiment that they never want to miss again in their life. They just always want to be with you. Our next cards are the Corn and Whale Spirit. Trust the great mystery. Okay. To me it feels like you are the embodiment of, if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything. To them at least, like that's how they see you. So you probably have like a strong work ethic and they really admire that. But I also feel like that work got you somewhere, you know, like you were able to harvest the results of your work. So this person probably knows you as someone with a cool and stable job, and they think that that's something you really deserve for being hardworking, but they also see they see that you do it with a lot of passion and a lot of like force behind that. Like you put really a lot of energy into these things, and they think that's quite cool and admirable. Now, the Whale Spirit gives me the impression that you are either spiritual or you at least make a very wise, smart and intellectual impression on others. So this person loves how smart you are and how much harbored knowledge there seems to be within you. And either because they are also a very intellectual person, so it feels great to have someone they can talk to and be with on the same level, but you also seem to know the answers a lot to a lot of their questions, and you always have helpful guidance to share with them, and they are immensely grateful for that, knowing that there is someone they can lean on always, and this person is you. Yeah. So next up are Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future, and Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay. At the beginning, we said that you are someone who probably went through some difficulties in your lifetime. And this card makes me think that these problems not necessarily come from within you, but from someone else. Most likely your parents, your family, though it could be someone else as well. And this person sees that you made the decision to heal. And the decision like that takes a lot of effort. It requires that you remove yourself from an environment that sabotages your healing. Yeah, once again, this person really looks up to how strong you are and how you decide to take your future into your own hands. For this card, we're going to focus on the mask. And remember that I already mentioned how you probably are a bit mysterious and don't give everything away right away. This person knows that you are not always 100% honest, or rather not yourself, but they know that you do it out of good intentions. You don't want to hurt anyone maybe, so you keep certain things to yourself, but sometimes you don't want to get hurt as well. So this person sees where you're coming from, and they are more grateful the more you open up. They also don't want to rush you or force you to do anything you are uncomfortable with. They just want you to be happy and want to support you with opening up more. They love to see how you come into your own more and more, because they know how special and rare that is for you. The last card today is the Eight of Pentacles. And this kind of combines the work from the Corn card and the knowledge and wisdom from the Whale card. And this person admires how you bring these two together. The Court card maybe as well. So you learn things while you do them. And then you also improve by practicing a lot and by focusing on it, like we saw here. And so you create something stable. And all of that combined can be described as devotion. And they love to see how devoted you are to the things you do. Okay, my amazing pal number 4. This is it for your pick a card reading today. You are such a strong and remarkable person. And you're so, so loved. Remember to love yourself in the same way you love other people. And if this reading in any way resonated with you, or if you were entertained by it, let me know in the comments below. Or leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see other readings from me. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Hello, pile number 5. This is your reading about what your person loves about you. So lean back, enjoy, let me gush about you for some time. And, okay. Let's see, we first have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius, and Lifting the Veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Alright. So, the energy I get here is that they love your heart, and that you are probably someone who leads with the heart. And so that's how this comes about. And they also see you as someone very authentic, true to yourself, and someone who is always pushing forward to pursue what you want. And they love how supportive you are of the people close to you, your friends, your family, them. They can see that you are a good person from your interactions with others. In general, it feels like they really admire your interpersonal relationships with other people, because you keep those up while still being independent, and you don't become very clingy or anything like that. So some of you who picked this pile will be an Aquarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, of course. That could be something. Or maybe this person has Aquarius in their birth chart. Yeah. To continue the relationship thought with the Lifting the Veil card, I think they have this feeling that you know what you want, and you're willing to cut things that don't fit within your boundaries out of your life. You also try to see the world for what it is. You want to look behind the filter of the system that you grew up in order to really see the beauty of the world. And they love that you are trying to see all situations also from the point of view of others involved and not just your own. And they like that you are so peace-loving and don't really stir unnecessary drama and really try to see everyone's perspective. For the tarot cards, we have the Knight of Wands, 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords. So a lot of fire energy going on here, but more like Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. So for some of you who are not Aquarius, that could also be something in your birth chart. So the Knight of Wands tells me that they definitely find you physically attractive as well. Yeah, they think you are very sexy, and there's this passionate energy coming from their side. And I have the feeling that when you two are together, that you also reciprocate this energy, which they find really exciting. And then the 5 of Wands in reverse, I feel like there might be an imbalance for you sometimes of wanting harmony and therefore avoiding conflict at all costs. But I feel like this person has seen how you improved in this aspect. They know that this is or was something you struggle with, and they either experienced or heard how you are improving yourself. And now they know you as someone who is able to set boundaries. And they are proud that you put so much effort into changing your habits. Okay, the Page of Swords also gives me the feeling that there's something with your past going on here. Something that might be significant in the way this person perceives you. I feel like some things happened in your life that maybe made you very thoughtful, maybe introverted. I also can feel a bit of anxiety for some of you who chose this pile. And I think they appreciate that you are basically constantly reflecting. You think about the things before you say them, and you take your time to organize your thoughts and to express them in a way that's accurate. Yeah, I think they really appreciate your efforts to be self-aware very much. Next up are the Seer and Groundhog Spirit, Time to Let Go. Ooh, okay, so some of you who were drawn to this part actually identify as psychics. At least there seems to be some very strong psychic gifts present within you. And with that being said, this person loves how you listen and trust your intuition, that you know yourself, at least to the point where you can identify what you want and what really comes from within you, as opposed to what is imposed to you by your surroundings or by others. And we also said earlier that you're trying to look behind the filter, so behind the veil. This person is probably really impressed by how you accept the truth and reality, and how you work with it instead of against it. And they acknowledge how you accept and tolerate the circumstances thrown at you, and how you handle everything, and how you make that your own, you know? You don't really play the victim probably. You just take what you get and then roll with it. Okay. In combination with the Groundhog Spirit, I would say that they also admire how you deal with your time management and how you regulate your energy. You do the things you want to do and that make you feel good, and you know exactly when it's time to stop and to say, okay, it's enough for today, I have to retreat now. And maybe you help them as well to be more regulated, more aware of their own needs and what they can do and what they don't have to do. Yeah, this card is a bit of a combination from what we have seen from the boundaries here and accepting your circumstances here. So again, I also get the feeling that in the past you might have gone through a major transition, and the positive traits we are talking about now are the result of that change. So if this person knows what happened with you and what you have experienced, they will be likely like, wow, it's so cool that you went through all of this and came out of it stronger on the other side. Like you were a little caterpillar and then you emerged as a beautiful butterfly. Then there is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Ooh, okay. Again, with the you are the oracle here, some of you are very connected to their psychic gifts and to the cosmos in general. You also bring a lot of light into this person's life. Maybe you appeared in their life like a sun ray during a dark time, or more generally speaking, you are the highlight of their day. When they come home to you, it's this feeling of utter bliss. You are so special and precious to them, and they are grateful that you grace their life with your presence, with your light. And as for the Flirt, there's a very playful energy going on between you guys, and a lot of banter and bickering and being touchy, and it keeps this excitement we talked about here alive. So this is again a point with which you make their life better. They enjoy talking to you so much because it gives them so much energy and it's so exhilarating. You are probably easy to talk to, and this person is probably not only grateful about the way you connect with them, but the way you approach others as well, and how you make everyone's life a little brighter. Okay. The last card today is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I think we've seen this duality quite a lot in this reading, where you are open to other people, but you also need your time for yourself. And this card makes me think that sometimes you are even a bit of a loner. Like you like doing things on your own, and I feel like especially with important things, you'd rather trust yourself than to involve someone else as well. But I think they really admire that you are so strong on your own as well. They think it's great that even in solitude you don't give in and that you keep up like this progress we saw here. Okay, my strong pal number 5. This is for your pick a card reading today. You're so amazing and so loved. Remember to love yourself in the same way that you love other people. And if this reading in any way resonated with you or if you were entertained by it, let me know in the comments below or leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see other readings from me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!